Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Zack Snyder's 300. And before I get into the review, yes, this is an HD DVD. This is something that I've had for quite some time. I used to like this movie. I remember some of the action scenes in this movie. I'm just saying what my history is about this movie, and I used to like it. I had fun with it. I had memories about it, and it was something that kind of stuck with me, and I always enjoyed watching the movie. But rewatching it, I didn't really get much out of it, and I was kind of disappointed by it, and overall, I found it to be just okay. Nothing terrible, it's just fine. I'm gonna get into my positives about this movie. I liked some of the performances. I liked some of the characters. I think the action scenes were fine. I didn't think they were amazing. They were just fine, and I was entertained throughout the whole movie. There were some parts that I thought were fun, but overall, I didn't really take much away from this movie, and there was a lot of blood in this movie, and none of it really looked real, and it was really dark during the daytime scenes in this movie, but when it was actual nighttime, it was really bright. And I found that to be kind of distracting, and at least the movie isn't like either overlit at any points where it, or underexposed to where you can't make out anything. At least that didn't happen. I'll give it props for that. However, it just looked a little distracting, and maybe Zack Snyder was trying to give it a comic book look because it is based off of a graphic novel, I believe. And I get what he was going for, but overall, it didn't really translate as well as it probably could have. There was a lot of narration in this movie, and some of it didn't need to be in the movie. There was one storyline that was going on about, like, the politics going on, and it doesn't really go anywhere for the most part. It has a little bit of a purpose, but most of it doesn't really need to be there. And I think if you cut that out of the movie, then you wouldn't lose anything. And I was never bored watching this movie. It wasn't dragging on to the point where I was just wanting it to move along. The movie is just under 2 hours, and for a 2 hour movie, I think it works. I believe this movie popularized the slow fast mo, although it's not really fair to criticize this movie for doing that because it's pretty much what started that trend. I just don't find it appealing, and it's not for me. I'm sorry. It just didn't work for me. There was nothing really offensive in the movie. There was nothing offensively bad in it. It's just, when I think of things that are memorable, I can't really think of anything. Michael Fassbender is kind of fun to watch, even if his character isn't all that developed. Or now that I think about it, there's not a whole lot of development given to these characters. And pretty much the intent of the film is just to be really cool. And I get that. And there were, in concept, I think it's cool. And there were some things that I liked. But overall, I just left the movie feeling as though I got an empty experience. And I just wanted more, which I guess is better than feeling as though there was too much in the movie. But either way, I'm not really satisfied with what we got. I guess I'll talk about the villain of the movie, Xerxes. He was fine. I wasn't really a fan of his voice. I thought it was a little goofy. I didn't really find it intimidating all that much. And that's about all I have to say about him. And I can't think of anything else to say about this movie. Overall, it was fine. I didn't hate it. I didn't really care for it all that much. There are things to appreciate within it, and and you can tell that Zack Snyder really wanted to make this look like the actual graphic novel that it's based off of. And I appreciate what he was going for. I'm trying to give him some credit for this, and he was just trying to make a movie that was very simple with one intention, and that intention was to be really cool, and I get what he was going for. I don't find this movie pretentious at all. It doesn't really have anything to say, which is fine. But in the end, I just didn't take much away from this film. And for those reasons, I'm going to give 300 a 5 out of 10. It's not terrible, it's just nothing I'm going to remember. So those are my thoughts on 300. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of 300 down below. And in my social media links, they will all be in the description down below, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up. And that's going to be for Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer. I saw it once when it came out in theaters and haven't seen it since. But until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day. On an unrelated note, I recorded this entire review while I was in a sleeping bag. Because it's comfortable. Nice secret. What are you doing?